Fuck SENSA and his farmyard, barnyard birthplace. You can't freestyle, you've got no tracks. You're just A's mate.
So don't fuck with SENSA, bruv. I'm here to tell Elmer Fudd this battle's like Hillsborough because you're getting crushed. And after hearing you rap, I find it hard to show love. You look like Rhys Jones if he was given the chance to grow up.
You're in trouble talking about those constant Liverpool jokes. You got no hope, because Norwich is a great place to come from if you're a goat. I told you were battling me, you had the instant shit. He told me exactly what he said. He said, I can't beat him in a one-on-one, but I'll beat him in a two-on-two. I started laughing me tits off thinking, you and who?
When I heard about Rhys Jones and someone gunning him down, because at least there's one less thieving cunt for the rest of us to worry about.
That's 3 rounds, we're going to go to the judges.com.
Yo, this is Don't Flop title match time. Leeds, who's here? Let's go! Let's go! Sound like I'm about to cry, but it's because the last battle out of 20 plus battles, I am a bit emotional, but it's pure happiness, man, trust me. Like, big up both these guys. It is, as I said, title match time. We're here at the Wardrobe in Yorkshire, Leeds. 2 to test 10. We got Leeds in the building. We got some Southerners who travelled east-west. Everybody's come through. After 4 years of Don't Flop, it's finally time to see who is the one true champion for 2012 right now. It's 2 to test 10. Like I said, big up Cron for volumes 1 to 9. I stepped in and I helped with this 2 to test 10. We had a 2-day spectacular. It's been nuts. Anyway, shouts to Get Baked in Leeds, The Chimp Store in Leeds, and every other logo that all their web addresses are going to be there. Check them out. Always make sure you cop the Don't Flop merch. So much love to all of you out there that have copped a tee or anything else, man. Nothing but fucking love, and everyone here who's bought it too. Alright, man, enough bullshit. Let's see who's going to win the title. On the right hand side, he featured in the very first Don't Flop battle ever fucking filmed. O'Shea, let's go. But seriously, the actual first Don't Flop battle ever filmed that I'm talking about isn't actually on the Don't Flop YouTube channel, it's on YouTube actually, but it was the very, very first one ever filmed. O'Shea came from Liverpool to Brighton to back. It was nuts. Anyway, okay, enough shit. And my voice is caning me right now. On the left, the last person I'm ever going to introduce at a 2 to test event from Norwich. He also has been in Don't Flop since 08, repping so hard. SENSA, let's go! Right. I can't believe I'm finally getting to say this, bro. It's been so much bullshit leading up to this. I got nothing but respect for SENSA and O'Shea for stepping in the ring and seeing who's going to be the champ. We've got an unbiased judging panel. It's Don't Flop 2 to test. Round 1, O'Shea, let's go.
Ready, yeah?
Let's go, O'Shea, let's go.
Fuck 2011. Shit was probably the most stressful of my life, but I hardly said anything, plodded on with everything from battle rhymes to verse after verse. Meanwhile, at the same time, my mind's going into overdrive because I'm creating fake alibis for people just in case worse comes to worse. Now, there was a lot of lies and I apologise, but the bottom line is 2011 can suck a dick, but 2012 is mine because I'm coming with classic lines such as this. SENSA's kids are fucking shit. Listen. And stop shouting, lad. You need to pipe down. But he's such a tough guy like wow that he's going to mention those Leeds fans in Istanbul right now. Of course he's not never, because he's in Leeds, which means at the moment it ain't strategically clever. But if he was battling Matter in London, the shit would be a different story. You southern fucking middle class stinking Tory. You chat shit from miles away, acting all types of tough. Difference is I go to people's cities and fuck the teams up. Brian Clough. See, ever since the last battle, the fans have been saying rematch, rematch, that's something you gotta do. Their patients been wearing thin like a prolonged stay at a hospital. They've been screaming rematch, rematch with YouTube comments through the roof. There's nearly as many comments as there's comments randomly gunning Chronicle. See, since we last squared off, I've supported the likes of Kalashnikov, Plan B, Jess, Jizzard and Gigs. You've been smashing it too, kid, supporting someone else's kids. Smashing it. See, in the world of rapmusic.com, technically, your record's better, but that's where our CVs differ, because I was just wondering, Sensa, have you brought any CDs with you? You got any shows coming up? You done any recently? You got 2 million views on YouTube? You've been on the BBC? You got any radio spots, interviews, features in magazines? No? Exactly! See, all he does is turn up to the One Don't Flop battle every 6 months, looking like he stepped out of the fucking Land Before Time. I swear, his dress sense is wrecking our reputation. You should demand a small fine. That's true. Damn! I'm choking. I am. No, that was shit. Look, Sensa. You know what?
No one's signing.
So, fuck all this crap about bringing intelligence. Lad, I'm the king of irrelevance. Fuck England, I'll have your missus thinking of Everton. I'll take your kids to the zoo. Like, do you like penguins? You do? Cute. Now stare at the fucking elephants. Irrelevant. I got guns like a warship and your mother's got 4 dicks. The truth. Your accent is Baldrick and your mother's got 4 dicks. One thing you'll never ever find in shitty little tiny Norwich is a fucking tourist. On behalf of anyone with any sense, lad, you're shit. Yeah. Listen, and in his battle now, when he raps now, he's gonna get in my face, act all hard and violent, which is strange when he's from a place which is calm and silent. Plus, he's so broke, all he bought his bird for Christmas was a packet of Parma violets. Parma violets. Right. Sorry.
Sensa, man, let's go. Round 1. Let's go, man.
It's like this is a conspiracy. He's convinced everyone he's a great guy, someone the boss should employ in minutes. I'm the drafted in federal agent. I'm here to destroy the image. You're known, so don't flop do anything they can to give him tests. Buy plane tickets because of his little rep. He chokes in UK battles because he does little prep, because his ego places him above all English threats. Against Psycho, he was a dribbling mess. You wasted Nestle's trip that paid for with the check, so I'm stopping the title going to a prick that gets nothing but help, then in return shows this company disrespect. Check. I've never choked. Well, that inconsistency is the only consistency you own, so the don't flop champ that is sitting on the throne should be me just based on consistency alone. You don't know this guy. He used to be in the Everton hooligan firm. He truly did. Until one day a youthful kid put glass through his wig and the scars are proof of it. You wanted to be a hard man at the weekend, running with the crew and shit, but when it got too hot you pussied out, and that's when your weekends changed to doing this. Shit. Now Hillsborough was a tragedy. That shit took out like 21 girls and 75 boys. It was football fans getting crushed till they could only hear white noise. So how the fuck were you offended hearing the word Hillsborough coming through my voice when crushing football fans is what you used to do by choice? Yeah, dickhead, what's happening, kidder? And I heard the way you and your mates sell coke by the bag's prolific. Coke money buys guns for the gangsters in it. Liverpool's gun crime is rising. It's a tragic image, but don't be saddened with it, because the drug dealing you and your mates do directly affects that statistic. He thinks about the way the blood take the Crips in his head. His blue Everton shirt resembles a Crip, so he's stressed, because Liverpool are bloods. To survive, you need to start living suppressed, or you'll end up being another kid that is dead for being a blue living in a city that's red. In the recent 2-on-2s, he admitted he lives a street life saying it is hard, but he prefers using comedy when spitting bars. You're a coked up, disrespectful prick with hooliganism in his past, so the truth is you don't talk about your real life, you put up this facade, that way these loving fans won't realise what a dirty piece of shit you are. And I ain't really thinking that you should start on me. You did a BBC show with Charlie Sloth and Morrison's that looked like Supermarket Sweep.
Listen, as he tells us in every single battle, SENSA lived the family life, he the family type. From what I've heard, he's a good parent, he'd be treating his family right. But that don't take away the fact that every single person in this room has more chance of getting a shag tonight. Because we all know what happens when a woman has 3 kids, a sex drive drops, belly starts hanging over the top, pussy smelly like SENSA's neck socks. See, you're what, 26 looking after 3 kids? There's one thing I've always wondered, bruv, never fully understood. Either your missus is like 45 years old or she's just a stone cold fucking slut. It seems to us that she'd be dropping a baby a month. Norwich City Centre supporter is based in a cunt. And what I'm going to say next, he's not going to agree with, but that's because he's in denial. Your missus has 2 kids to another fella, so yours is basically an I feel guilty child. She probably wants to smother it every time she looks at it and it's licking a dummy. The only reason she doesn't is she don't want to offend the other kids and this fucking idiot who keeps giving her money. Listen, if one of the other kids got shot in the face, I'd throw a fucking party at home. It's a terrible thing to say, but you've said just as bad, so you can't even moan. Yeah, you damn right I'm taking it there. At least your kid looks like you, the other 2, archaic and air. Ready, yeah? Ready, yeah? So, you beat him. Don't get so offended. It's just a battle, superstar. You beating me, you must be fucking stupid, lad. I swear, if he is using any of Cooper's bars, you know what we've seen. And that pisses me off. So why don't you fucking own up that half the punchlines you write ain't even your fucking own stuff? And that pisses me off. I should give you the back of the hand. Come to Goodison, you'll get slapped in the stand. I'll Gary Glitter your kids in the fucking back of a van. The difference between me and you is you have a few supporters and I have fucking actual fans! No, I'm still going, yeah? So, why do you always act like a diva, trying to call shots? I mean, I agree, Luna and Kruger may be better battlers, MCs and battlers than me, but you're not. Sometimes I fall off, the ball drops, I slip when I spit. I'm inconsistent as shit, but that don't take away the fact that when I'm home, alone, taking a poo, I'm still more fucking entertaining than you. The titles is, his ego's so big, there's no way he can't win it. His bars are so expensive, he can buy cars with it. His lyrics are so fucking hot, he can fry carp with it. But fuck your ego, lad, I wouldn't wipe me arse with it. Because when you're online having a go at legends like Awkwards, it just shows a complete lack of respect, especially coming from a socially awkward nerd from Norwich. Back of the net. Even if he wins this fucking battle, the people will still be saying, OSHEA's the champion, online fucking raving and ranting, hitting the dislike button on the YouTube video until they sprain in the hamstring, because they know, like I know, you ain't saying a fucking damn thing.
SENSA. Talk to him. Yeah, it's round 2 on SENSA, let's go.
Only a prick should respect him. You know that from what my first verse just taught to you. It's like your best friend just said he's on witness protection. He ain't the person you thought you knew. All you customers pay at the door for her to allow you through. They expect us to give 100%, but then you are down in booze. Half preparing at home so you choke, letting the pay and pass down. It's true. They realise your lack of care means the only thing that you give a fuck about is you. But they defend you. They say that your character's naturally funny, that's why they laugh at it. They say your natural comedy is outweighing that your memory part is shit. I think this don't flop title will only be half a sick if the champion gets the same laughs for his looks and accent he does for the bars he spits. Pete Cashmore from Nuts magazine could have been a great outlet. He liked you, came to watch you battling. I know the fact is you choked so much the original attraction it was over. So just because you couldn't once try rapping when you're sober's left you directly to blame for Don't Flop getting less national exposure. True. Look, I conversated his mother so I could get something worth through to the bitch. She said my boy used to be top for comedy, nobody else is out doing that shit. I said what you're witnessing basically is the effect of the moon on your kid, because nowadays it's your sun that we can all see lunar eclipse.
Wow.
Now, before Innuendo got banned, you were getting pissed watching his reception fatten. People started to like him, liked his punches, thought he'd perfected patterns. They were saying he could be the ultimate scouser, funny but also excelled at rapping. You were the one key that could get him back into this league, and as his best mate he must have expected that from you, but you were too worried and fucking selfish to let that happen. See, in the recent battle he said his brother had a gun charge. He does. Well, that's terrific. I bet in the Morrison's interview the man said, Stephen, have you ever packed a biscuit? And he goes, yeah, kid, then my fucking brother has one in it. Ain't it strange how a friendship can become strong? I bet your manager only gave you that dumb job if you could guarantee the fact that your brother's gun's gone, but more importantly because he feels sorry for the shit family you come from. You're a coked up hooligan lowlife who's living destitute. Best friend backstabbing, gun having, family bringing death to few. Don't flop, fame blocking, alcoholic, disrespectful dude. I'd say you don't deserve your fans, but the fans don't deserve the fuck ups and complete bullshit they get from you.
Got this, mate.
Right. Go, yeah. Go. Yo, hold on. Yo! Right. Let's go, Osh. It's on Osh.
Listen, fuck Norwich, fuck Next and fuck Farmers. Norwich, Next and Farmers, you got to admit there's some good targets. Plus if I was you, I'd get in touch with the Next that's in Norwich and tell them you're not in a cell in Leeds arrested on drugs charges, because that's what we told them about 10 minutes ago. True story as well. It is true. Listen, but I can't go in on Norwich too much because it reminds me of one of my favourite programmes, Only Fools and Horses. Because in Norwich, there's only fools and horses. And look, your third round against Prince Kong was the most pathetic scene I have ever seen. It's like you ripped that shit crying listening to Will Young's Evergreen. True story. And he owes me more than he fucking thinks. See, 2009, I'm chilling in mine, having a drink. The phone goes, it's some lad I don't know. He's like, are you that OSHEA? I'm like, yeah, what's happening? Are you mates with SENSA? Nah, not really. Good, because we're going to fucking batter them. See, they were going to come down the Manny weekend and knock you out, but I argued with them on your behalf to the point I got told to fucking watch me mouth. See, I understand the game and everything goes, but there's a huge difference in the offensive shit you say in my intelligent jokes. Listen, that's true. Fucking true that as well. Intelligent jokes. But the bottom line is, like, everything you say is just, it's done for a reaction and you get it from the crowd because most of them are faggots, even though we're fuck! Intelligent jokes. I'm glad I stay away from all that serious shit on murdering kids because that's just walking straight into trouble. Name me one situation outside of a battle where someone from Norwich could get in your face like he does and not get fucking laid in a puddle. Blood and shit, fucking bitch, go suck your motherfucking mother's dick. I'd rather be funny and creative. I think they're the best rhymes. You just go online and Google your opponent's local fucking news headlines. So how the fuck's he gonna win this? Heaven knows when I'm better at rapping, flowing and telling jokes. Plus I work in Morrison's, he works in Next, and I'm better at fucking selling clothes. Here's a joke for you all. your beard, actually, she's better than your mother. Your beard's pussy is nicknamed by every lad in this room the Great Sewer. And your beard has nicknamed every lad in this room Laserbeam, because we've all gone straight through it. See, the fact of the matter is, Sensa, you're quite good, but you do yourself absolutely no favours. For example, you have a track on your album called Haters. It's about how he don't get the respect he deserves, and it's so unfair. You're like the Millwall of battle rap. You think people hate you, but the reality is no one cares. Listen, and he's always online tweeting about how he has the greatest girl, which I find in the strangest words, because even if your missus was gorgeous, I'd still slate the bird, but you don't have one picture of her online, which makes me think she's fat and you're fucking ashamed of her. Yeah. So, don't be going on about how she's the world's greatest mother and you love her, please, when a bird from your work got in touch with me and told me to tell you that you're a fucking sleaze. I mean, that's true. I could be making that up, couldn't I? Or, because of your reputation on the women's section, most of the time they have you handing out directories at the door. That's true as well. See, he's got a cool exterior. He admitted it, Mrs. Sensa. He's got a cool exterior, but on the interior he's like a swear bread of stop. Fuck you and fuck your grass and 3-foot faggot hairdresser of a boss. You know him as well. So, on behalf of me, Liverpool, Awkwards, Northern England, fuck Gordon Brittis and his fucking boring whinging, fuck your whore of a missus, a 24/7, never-ending fucking morning sickness, and every present from next year fucking bought for Christmas. Just gonna joke. Fucking with me, you'll be like, please die, because I'm like the jetpack mozzarella man, the way my cheese fly. Yeah. I've got your fucking cokehead bitch on my dick, like I'll be giving out freebies, and you can shoot at me with your stick, but my crew be staying alive, because we BGs. Fuck it. Please walk.
Go, Sensa.
I work at Next. You work at Morrison's. And you working at Next, I don't see that as bad. Yeah, I do sell directories, I'm the best in the entire company. You work at Morrison's and you're the worst at packing bags. In the whole country. Ever. It's not hard to make them laugh, bro. Check it.
You're a puncher.
I said! Nothing. Look, the weather yesterday ain't something that he would say is so great. It pissed him off so much, OSHEA spent the whole day looking at the snowflakes wishing it was cocaine. So you came to this battle event with the shittest purpose. You just wanted to put your hand on a man's arse then kiss him like Mickey Worthless. In Liverpool, knowing where the police are comes naturally to folks. His mates all say, "Here come the pigs," whenever O'Shea's family approach. Now I have critics, but I don't understand why they're saying the censor's a cunt, saying the Yangas a user ever so dumb. I've never been relevant skills, never been never to never, I'm blessing his son. I bet that my nemesis ends it with blemishes still. Bet they remember this punch of flow in this way to show that O'Shea's progression is something he never has done. I'll send you to death, there's no way that this is a measurable text. I'll switch up my schemes, delivery's clean. Just get to your best, you shit to the scene, you're literally being left in the depths. Those on your dick will agree, every clip that we see, you come the same like repetitive sex. Okay. Now you couldn't give me a run for my money if you were jogging for charity. No. The Sky remote won't work, so there's no watching the Spanish leagues. He keeps buying the wrong size because he even goes 888 when he's shopping for batteries. Now, when I first watched our first battle back, I admit I wasn't proud. True shit, mate, honestly, rest in peace, Rhys Jones. I made the mistake once and now it ain't something that I want to clown. Rightfully, people in your city really got on my back. But it made me think you are the sort of person that they should talk about knocking out. Because all the cocaine that you and your mates have been shotting round may have paid for the bullet that shot him down. That's not me dissing him being dead. That's his mates all being fucked in the head. Look. Now when I first said the Rhys Jones shit, I admit, It was said in the worst taste, but this shit was new and I was yet to progress from my first stage. But now people know more traits about you, I feel less regret for my verse, mate. So if it wasn't for people like you and your friends, that little boy wouldn't be dead in the first place.
Got numbers though.
So fuck you. You are no different to any other Scouser with the disgusting ways. I mean, surely some people are starting to think, fuck O'Shea. Just remember, he would steal flowers from a youngster's grave just so money saved on Mother's Day. Once again, I've dissed you and your city and everyone's gonna see it on the internet. A Norfolk cunt showing a Scouser disrespect. I got death threats from your people, saying they'd slit my neck. You know that you contribute towards your city's problems, that's why you're a Scouser who remains that you haven't knocked me out for the shit I've said. Whoa. So to any Scouser watching that hates me should switch, because yes, he embodies every negative thing I've said about your city's rep, so look at it realistically, you should all fucking hate him instead.
Dialect right now, don't flop to the test 10. We just had SENSA and OSHEA battling. It was a championship. I'd say first of all, OSHEA started off, he was doing his thing, you know, he did OSHEA, which was really good. You know, he had some funny lines in there to get everyone laughing. But then the second round, the SENSA came back, he got a lot more deep on there, started showing some flaws and stuff. I'd say he got a bit more personal about it. You could tell he wants the championship, you know what I mean, he wants the belt. OSHEA came back next round, came even harder. I was thinking, yeah, OSHEA might still have this one, you know what I mean, so we're close. But on the real, I do give it to SENSA, man, because the last round, it was just deep, you know what I mean. It was talking about a lot of stuff that, you know, if people are not into it, they won't know, but it was deep, man, and he kept it still with the lyrics and stuff, the flows and everything. So, big up SENSA and OSHEA, it's been a tough one. Big.
You know, you think your bird is loyal, but her ass looks like a sack of Jersey Royals. Yo, it's Scissors. I'm going to go on a little bit here because that was a pretty big battle, and honestly, it's so even, it's incredible. It's just such a hard one to judge, and I was kind of gutted that I got asked to do it, but I thought it was just complete contrast in styles. You obviously have O'Shea with the jokes, and then you know SENSA's going to come with that personal shit, and that's what it was. So when you listen to a round of O'Shea and you're cracking up, and then you kind of go silent and go ooh when you hear SENSA's bars, it's so hard to kind of judge between the two because they're complete contrasting styles. It's really difficult, but I think in the end, I mean, it was close to O'Shea he was close to choking, but I thought he pulled it round well, and I thought I'm one for jokes, and unfortunately I love both of them because I've battled both of them and I get on with them so well, but I think I'm going to go for O'Shea, so that's it, right?
West up, moved it down, Fredo Algebra, to the test 10 leads. I mean, shout out to Don't Flop, just watched the title match, SENSA and O'Shea. Fucking very close battle, man. I thought O'Shea shaved like the second round, SENSA got the first round, and then the third round I had really trouble like understanding what SENSA was talking about, but I knew it was a touchy subject. But I think both of them had like incredible third rounds, but like I like the O'Shea's round more because I can understand it better, you know what I mean? And like, but I also thought that he also like worked the crowd more. So I'm gonna go with O'Shea, man. But SENSA did his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Title match, man. Don't flop. Let's go.
Alright, yo, it's Matt over here at Don't Flop Leeds to the test 10. It's been a fucking crazy day, and they just capped it off with a title match between SENSA and O'Shea. And you know, I'm not going to go on personal preference because like obviously some people prefer the comedy shit and some people prefer the bars and that, because I'm just going to take them both on the individual merits. It was close as fuck. Oh man, I'm still going through it in my mind, but I'm just going to say O'Shea because even though he had the chokes, he brought it round, and he just had the swagger, the performance, and like you know, his bars were hard hitting, like some of his bars were haymakers, and he got the crowd reaction. I mean, not the crowd reaction, he got the crowd involved, he worked the crowd, he put on a performance, man. Like he went, you know, he did what he's supposed to do. Fucking close. I don't know. Fuck man, like no losers, but obviously there are losers, but no losers. Fuck it. I'm stop chatting shit now, peace.
What up, man? Nils Muskils, battles.no. Judging O'Shea versus Sensa, let me just say first, these are two of the guys that I have utmost respect for from England. Like, I'm fans of both of them. I think it was pretty decisive that Sensa got the first, and almost equally decisive that O'Shea got the second. So we'll let the third round decide. I thought O'Shea's third was not as good as his second. When he was finished, I felt like, yeah, I'm gonna give it to Sensa. But then I think it's not that Sensa's third round wasn't good, but when there's so much at stake, people tend to take it a little too seriously, and perhaps you focus a little too much on exposing the other guy. And I think, like, personally, I won't judge anyone for what you say in a battle. Like, I don't have no problem with stuff being brought up, but I think it just didn't work that well. The crowd didn't like it that much, and obviously the reason you say it is for reaction and to make the crowd feel like the other guy is an asshole. And I think like sort of feel like Sensa did better than O'Shea, but his strategy just backfired, which is why I feel like O'Shea got it by like the slightest margin. And I think people have to remember that what you usually do is the reason why you're there in the finals. So sometimes people they almost put a little too much effort into it. But yeah, I'm completely insecure. I may feel like I made the wrong decision when I view it back, but yeah, going with O'Shea.
Yes! It's I'm happy as a motherfucker. We're back from the very, very first title match. I've been looking forward to saying it for so long. I should have said in the intro, it was the first ever rematch we had as well. What a classic match to have. It was the first ever rematch. They battled in April 2009, fucking nearly 3 years ago now. Crazy shit. It was at the first event we were meant to bring the Saurus to, actually. But right, shouts to SENSA stepping up. Shouts to O'Shea stepping up. I gotta say, the actual winner doesn't get a prize today because we're gonna engrave the winner's name on a massive crystal fucking trophy or whatever. So today, they just get my congratulations, which is worth so much, do you know what I'm saying? But like, they get an engraved trophy, but the guy who's getting that trophy 4-1, it went to O'Shea.